Today in Bible videos, we're gonna learn about the story of Moses at Mount Sinai. Are you ready to hear the story? Let's get started. 3 months after crossing the Red Sea, the people of Israel camped in the desert at the foot of Mount Sinai. Moses climbed up the mountain where God spoke to him. And God said, "You have seen how I brought you out of Egypt. Tell the Israelites that if you obey me, out of all the nations I will make you my treasured people, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." Moses climbed back down the mountain to tell the leaders of the people what God had promised. Together they responded saying, "We will do everything the Lord has said." And then Moses climbed back up the mountain to give God their answer. And God started talking to Moses, and he said, "I am going to come to you in a thick cloud, so the people will hear me speaking to you and will trust you." And Moses reported that the Israelites had said that they were ready to fully obey God. And God commanded Moses, saying, "Tell the people to get ready to consecrate themselves today and tomorrow. Have them wash their clothes and be ready by the 3rd day, because that's when I will come down." God told Moses to put a limit around the mountain, as anyone who touched it would die. Only when the ram's horn sounded a long blast could they approach the mountain. So Moses gave everyone God's instructions. They washed their clothes and prepared to consecrate themselves to God. On the morning of the 3rd day, there was thunder and lightning and a thick cloud over the mountain. There was the sound of a loud trumpet blast, and everyone trembled. Moses led the people to the foot of the mountain. The Lord descended onto Mount Sinai in fire. Smoke billowed up like a furnace, and the whole mountain shook. The sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder. And God called Moses to come to the top of the mountain. And he said, "Warn everyone to stay outside the limits around the mountain and set it apart as holy. Then return to the top of the mountain with Aaron." Just as God has instructed, Moses went down to warn everyone that the mountain was holy and they must not approach any closer. Then he and Aaron climbed back to the top. God then gave his laws for living to please him. And he said, "You shall have no other gods before me. Don't make anything to be worshipped or bow down and worship anything but the Lord God. Don't misuse the name of the Lord your God. You are to work for 6 days, but the 7th day is a rest day set apart for God. Respect your father and mother, so you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not tell lies. You shall not envy after anything belonging to someone else." The people below remained at a safe distance, trembling with fear. God gave Moses more instructions to help them live at peace with him and each other. So Moses wrote down God's laws and then told everyone what God had commanded. And they all replied saying, "We will do everything the Lord has said." And the next morning, Moses built an altar to God at the foot of the mountain. Young bulls were sacrificed, and half of their blood was splashed on the altar with the rest put in bowls. Moses then read God's laws to everyone again. And the people said, "We will do everything the Lord has said, and we will obey." Moses then sprinkled the blood on them and said, "This is the blood of the agreement God has made with us." Moses then led the leaders up the mountain where they saw God, but he spared their lives. Under God's feet was something that looked like a pavement of bright blue marble. The leaders ate and drank on the mountain. God then asked Moses to come to the top of the mountain on his own, where he would write his commands on tablets of stone. Joshua, who had led the Israelites into battle, accompanied Moses halfway up Mount Sinai, where he waited for him to return. The cloud covered the mountain for 6 days, and then on the seventh, God called to Moses. He went into the cloud where he stayed for 40 days and 40 nights. The end. And I hope you had fun learning the story of Moses at Mount Sinai. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more Bible videos. Bye.